let's talk materials today. I know when I was a first starting out beater and sewer, I had no clue about materials. So today I want to talk to you about thread. I have a bunch of different threads in front of me. I'm going to show you a few. Here's some. And I'm going to tell you which thread is best for what. So I'm starting out talking a lot about brick stitch with the delica beads. And when you do that type of stitch and that type of sewing, it's best to use Fireline. Now, there's special Fireline that you can get at sewing stores that is just specifically for beading, but you can also use the Fireline from your local outdoor store. So I know here in Canada, most of us go to Canadian Tire. So I use the Fireline, and make sure when you're getting the Fireline from there, and it's this specific brand that works the best, that you look at the weight of it. So the weight is right here. It says 6 pound. I tend to use the 6 pound because I don't often see the 4 pound, but the 4 pound would probably work even better, but 6 pound is really good too. I have some Fireline that's in 8 pound, and it becomes thicker. The thicker the thread is, it's not going to fit into your little tiny delica beads because they're so thin and small. So when we're doing the brick stitch, I want you to make sure that you're using Fireline, that again, you can get at Canadian Tire, and you can even wait till it goes on sale and you can get a good deal on it. Costs about anywhere between 25 to 30 bucks for a roll like this. If you don't want to use Fireline, you don't have access to Fireline, your simple beading thread that you use all the time, usually a nylon coated thread works best. But if it's not nylon coated, like this is common beading thread too, called Nymo size D. This is just the black one, right? But it doesn't have a coating around it like your regular beading thread. So when you're working with a thread that doesn't have a coating around it, you need to use wax. Some sort of thread conditioner, most commonly used is wax. People use a brick like this, and they take the thread along it and just drag it along. Now, why do you need to condition your thread? Because it's going to prevent from tangling when you're using it. Now, we don't want tangles and we don't want knots. Dreaded, dreaded, dreaded stuff. They make you frustrated, you have to take apart your work, and then it's just not fun. So prevent that by using some wax, some sort of thread conditioner on your thread. But if you're just doing brick stitch, I just highly recommend using the Fireline. It's the best thing ever. It's really, really strong and tough, less likely to rip. You don't need to wax this or condition this. And it gives that nice stiffness to the brick stitch pattern. And especially when you're using delica beads, it'll lay nicer and just your finished product is going to look nicer. So that's a little bit about thread today, and specifically thread for when you're doing the brick stitch. If you like that, make sure to drop a line down telling me you liked it in the comments, or make sure to subscribe and click that subscription button so that you can see all my videos when I post them new every single week. Merci, ciao!